Hello and welcome everybody. I'm the Iron Pony and today I'm gonna be talking about Project Thundercloud 2 Shadowbox. Again. Now the reason I'm doing this is because I'm really unhappy the way the first video turned out. I think I really didn't say everything I wanted to say. And I'm trying to do that now. Now, unlike Iron Will, I will try to apologize every time I criticize. I will apologize to the makers of that video, Player.x, I guess is the name, and I want to apologize to you, because whatever I'm about to say is just my own stupid opinion, and if you disagree with me, that's totally okay. Now, when I first found out that there was going to be a full-length episode to the trailer I had already seen in the beginning of the year, I thought they would explain everything I didn't understand in the trailer. But when I watched the episode, I was just as confused as with the trailer. So I really had to rewatch the whole thing on YouTube, and here is my thoughts about it. When I started watching this video, I was actually I was expecting to like this episode as much as I did with, let's say Double Rainboom or Snowdrop. My body was ready to like this episode as much as those videos, because I didn't know it. But then I watched it and I was, like I said, I was just as confused as I was with the trailer. Maybe it was because I was talking during the video and I missed something, and when I rewatched it, I actually got a few things I overheard when I was talking. One of the things was, for example, why Celestia turned out to be evil, or why she wanted to bring Everlasting Night. What actually was Nightmare Moon's job in the beginning. So I heard Ditzy saying that it was because she was awake for 1000 years and now her magic, she outpowered her magic. So but I first didn't hear that when I watched the video the first time. So I thought there just was no reason, she was just evil for no reason. But now, instead of no reason, I just had a stupid reason. And I'm sorry for saying that, but what is she gonna do? Banish Luna to the moon and capture all the main 6 ponies in crystals or whatever? With Trixie's help, I guess, because she just showed up for about 2 seconds. So I guess it was with Trixie's help. So yeah, she banishes Luna. She banishes Luna to the moon. Her magic is outpowered. Her hair turns all normal. No shiny rainbow hair anymore. It's just pink. What is she gonna do? Refusing to make the sunrise for the next 1000 years and just sleep? Is that what she was about to do? That's just stupid. I don't know. I'm really not happy with this. Like I said, at first I just thought she was evil for no reason, but now that I have a reason, I'm just as unsatisfied as I was in the beginning. The animation. Now in the first, let's say 5 minutes or so, I actually was really impressed by the animation. There was crazy shading with the moons and lighting effects and stuff, and that was really impressive. That was above show average. But then they tried to incorporate all this crazy 3D stuff, and at some points it looked pretty decent. was probably as full of work to animate the whole Canterlot scenario in 3D. I really can see that this was a lot of work. But at some points when this whole thing was moving, it really looked like a bad stop motion animation, and I don't know how to call it. I just think the whole animation was the quality of the animation was unbalanced, I think. On the one side we had all this show style animation, and this looked pretty good, and on the other side we had all this 3D stuff with, and in combination it just didn't work for me. I don't know. Maybe you think it was super awesome, and I really can say the effort they put in this animation, but for me it really didn't work. Yeah, the music. Now I know they probably used this music from iTunes. They downloaded it from iTunes, and I guess it was just the music Hasbro provided. But at some points you really could hear that it was just the music with the voices they had in the show, and they tried to filter the voices out. And at some points you could still hear the voices in the background, and sometimes this was really confusing. I couldn't really tell if it was just in the music file or this was part of the episode. And I constantly thought that there was someone talking in the background, and I didn't know if it belonged there. So yeah, that was another point. What else? Yeah, this whole background main 6 thing. I understand. I like the concept of this. Let's say I like the concept of the main 6 having their own story, having their own episode. That was cool. It was something that at some point needed to be done because it was getting so popular these background main 6. But giving them the powers of the elements of harmony just seemed kinda odd. Because of the reasons why they represented all these elements. For example, I don't know, because Octavia, she was a cellist, and because she didn't try to sound louder than everyone else in the concert, and that's why she was kindness. And what else? Vinyl Scratch, because she always gave fair reviews to other music styles. She was the element of honesty, and for some reason she had Rainbow's element sign. She had the lightning bolt. For some reason they just switched the elements of honesty and loyalty, and I don't know if they did this on purpose, but that would be really stupid. These were really weird reasons why they were representing all these elements, and in the end, then I liked the concept of this Alicorn Princess, the third Alicorn Princess, because Twilight wasn't probably there yet. Or was she? Oh yeah, she was. Doesn't matter. This new Alicorn Princess being represented by actually 2 ponies. Derpy as the new element, wherever that came from. The new element of inspiration. That was cool. I like that, and Ditzy being the element of magic. Those two combined represented the new Alicorn princess. That was a nice concept, but again, it really didn't work for me. I also like the concept of it was a nice idea, you know, the Hearn turning counterclockwise instead of clockwise or whatever, and then she just had to learn all this magic in her own way. At first I thought, yeah, okay, how difficult can it be, because I thought it was just like, you know, being left-handed or something. But then but then I had this thought about Harry Potter learning all his spells and he had to learn them reading backwards, and learning Latin spells backwards, that must be really hard. So yeah, okay, I'll give him that. That's okay for me. Okay, and what else? What I really felt not okay with was the how Ditzy for some reason was just fighting against Celestia, and Derping fighting Celestia. And generally, why didn't Celestia just kill Derpy when she found out that Celestia wanted to banish Luna on the moon and bring everlasting night? She could have easily just have killed her, but for some reason she just didn't. And the same thing with Ditzy. For some reason now Ditzy had epic. Yeah, okay, and it was actually pretty lame, but she had a horn fight with Celestia, and she could have easily have killed Ditzy, or at least defeated her. And then when they just actually managed to release Luna, she just totally got away with that, and Luna wasn't, I ain't even mad. And Luna, Celestia just saying in the end, I realize, I remember the elements are just objects. They're just symbols of the elements. The elements are inside of us. I mean, of all the ponies in Equestria, she's forgetting what the elements are. That just felt stupid. Oh yeah, and that one reference to Discord actually being Starswill, the bearded who got corrupted by his own magic. I know that this was discussed in the Brony fandom for a while, and then but I never really got that. So yeah, but I have some positive things to say too. For example, the voices. For example, Derpy's voice was really good. That's just how I would imagine Derpy's voice in my head. That just sounded just like I wanted her to sound. Just like Ditzy. And yeah, on the back to the animation, I really can see a lot of talent in there. I can see the effort. I can see what these people are able to do. Some things other people are only dreaming about. But if they would have focused more on the story with a more balanced animation, I think this episode could have been much better. Like I said, I know to all the people, I'm sorry if, especially to the people who made this episode, I'm sorry when I'm not satisfied with your work to the fullest, at least, because I know you have awesome talents who worked at this project. A lot of awesome voice actors and a lot of awesome animators. I know you can do better. Maybe get it to a more even style. Get it more balanced. Make sure that all the parts are just as important as everything else. That they are on the same level. and I'm sure, please continue making stuff. I would like to see a video of you that makes me happy. So yeah, with that said, I hope I said everything I wanted to say. Like I said, if you're not, if you disagree with me, please write something in the comments and tell me why I'm totally wrong, and I don't know. Just tell me what you think. And see you next time with my with the next reaction video, I guess. See ya.